In the heart of Viremont, where skyscrapers kissed the clouds and neon lights painted the night, Elara wandered through the crowded streets. She was a painter, her hands often smudged with color, her heart heavy with dreams yet to take shape. At 27, she felt the weight of her ambitions clashing with the city's relentless pace. Her tiny studio apartment was filled with half-finished canvases, each a testament to her restless spirit. One rainy evening, seeking solace from a day of rejection at an art gallery, Elara ducked into a small, dimly lit bookstore. The scent of old paper and coffee enveloped her as she browsed the poetry section. She reached for a worn copy of Neruda's love sonnets, only for her hand to brush against another's. Startled, she looked up into the warm brown eyes of a man with tousled hair and a shy smile. "Sorry," he said, his voice soft but steady. "I was after the same book." Elara smiled, clutching the book. "Neruda's too good to share. You'll have to fight me for it." He laughed, a sound that felt like sunlight breaking through the rain outside. "I'm Theo. How about I buy you a coffee instead of dueling over poetry?" Theo was a musician, a guitarist who played in subway stations and small venues, chasing melodies the way Elara chased colors. Over coffee, they talked about art, music, and the dreams that kept them awake at night. Theo's passion for his craft mirrored Elara's, and their conversation flowed like a river, effortless and deep. He spoke of his childhood, moving from town to town, never staying long enough to belong. She shared her fear of fading into the city's noise, her paintings unseen. As the bookstore closed, Theo scribbled his number on a napkin. "In case you want to lose another book duel," he teased. Elara tucked the napkin into her pocket, her heart lighter than it had been in months. Outside, the rain had stopped, and the city glowed under a starless sky. She walked home, feeling the spark of something new, unaware that Theo stood at the corner, watching her go, already composing, a melody in his mind inspired by her smile. Weeks passed, and Elara and Theo became a quiet rhythm in each other's lives. They met in parks, cafes, and hidden corners of Viremont, sharing stories and silences. Theo would play his guitar for her, his fingers dancing over the strings, crafting songs that felt like they were written for her alone. Elara showed him her paintings, vibrant swirls of color that captured the chaos and beauty of her heart. Each meeting deepened their connection, a slow burn of trust and longing. One crisp autumn evening, Theo invited Elara to one of his gigs at a small bar by the river. She sat in the front row, her sketchbook open, capturing his silhouette as he played. The crowd was small, but Theo's music filled the room, raw and soulful. When he dedicated a song to "A painter who sees the world in colors I can't name," Elara's cheeks flushed, her pencil pausing on the page. After the set, they walked along the riverbank, the city lights reflecting on the water. Theo was quieter than usual, his hands stuffed in his jacket pockets. "I've never stayed anywhere long," he admitted, "but you make me want to stop running." His words hung in the air, vulnerable and heavy. Elara felt her heart race, torn between the thrill of his confession and the fear of what it meant. She'd built walls around her heart after years of chasing dreams alone, afraid to let anyone too close. She stopped walking, turning to face him. "Theo, I'm a mess. My life's a canvas I don't know how to finish. What if I let you down?" He stepped closer, his breath visible in the cool air. "Then we'll be a mess together. I don't need perfect, Elara. I just need you." Their first kiss was tentative, like a brushstroke testing a canvas, but it deepened into something fierce and certain. The city faded around them, leaving only the sound of the river and the warmth of their embrace. For the first time, Elara felt seen, not just as an artist, but as herself, and Theo, who'd spent years moving on, felt like he'd found a home in her arms. Winter settled over Viremont, blanketing the city in snow. Elara and Theo's love grew, but so did the challenges. Elara's art was finally gaining attention. A gallery offered her a solo exhibition, but the pressure to create consumed her. Theo's music career teetered on the edge of a breakthrough, with a producer offering him a chance to record in a distant city. Their dreams, once a bond, now pulled them in different directions. One snowy night, in Elara's cluttered studio, tension broke. Theo had been distant, wrestling with the offer. "If I go, it's a year away," he said, pacing. "But it's my shot. I don't know what to do." Elara's heart sank. Her exhibition was weeks away, her days a blur of paint and panic. "I can't ask you to stay, Theo. But I'm scared. What if we lose this?" They argued, voices rising, over the hum of the city outside. Theo feared losing himself if he stayed. Elara feared losing him if he left. In the end, they sat in silence, the weight of their choices heavy between them. Theo took her hand. "I love you, Elara. That's the only thing I'm sure of." She squeezed his hand, tears falling. "Then we'll figure it out, together." Theo stayed for her exhibition, his music filling the gallery as her paintings glowed under the lights. The night was a triumph, her art celebrated, his songs weaving through the crowd. But the next day he boarded a train, promising to call every night. The distance was hard, missed calls, lonely nights, doubts creeping in. Yet they held on, sending letters, sketches, and melodies across the miles. When Theo returned, his album finished, he found Elara waiting at the station, a new painting in her hands, a vibrant swirl of their story, colors of love and longing. They embraced, the city alive around them. Their love wasn't perfect, but it was theirs, a masterpiece of resilience. As spring bloomed in Viremont, Elara and Theo walked hand in hand, their dreams no longer separate, but intertwined, a canvas and a song that would endure.